the best clothing haul on YouTube. So what makes today's video just a little bit different from previous clothing hauls that I've done on the channel is I feel like I have chosen some of the best pieces for my particular wardrobe and this up and coming season. B, they are some of the best designed pieces from these designers. And then C, there's just a ton of designer in general. So I really think that you guys will enjoy this video today. One thing I need you to do before the video even starts is scroll down and comment a bat emoji right now. We need to get picked up in the algorithm so we can get back to being pushed out into the masses of people so that everybody can be a part of the Grundy gang. So do that, subscribe if you haven't yet, of course like the video, but we are going to get into the first piece that I picked up for this clothing haul. Now, huge shout out to FARFETCH for partnering with me on today's video. Y'all already know I get about 90% of my designer clothing from FARFETCH. And this is because I feel personally like they have the best selection of clothing because they get it from smaller boutiques around the world. So I know you guys have kind of heard me say this before, but the reason you're able to go to FARFETCH and they have the biggest inventory of designer is because like they have it sourced from everywhere, bro. So if you didn't see something on one website, you're probably gonna see it on FARFETCH and it's gonna be in your size. So a perfect place to go. You of course can use my discount code, which will be up on the screen, but I did want to go ahead and move on into the piece that I got from them, which is by Kapital. Now you guys already know everything that I show in this haul will be linked down in the description. So if you want to buy anything or you just want to go to FARFETCH and look, make sure you use my links, bro, because like that helps me out. So if you want to buy something or you just want to go look around, make sure you click one of the links down below. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this Kapital logo print scarf. Now this joint right here is something I feel like I've never seen before. Now we've seen people wear scarves, but do they got denim scarves? Probably not. So super unique piece. We already know Japanese brands kill it with denim, so Kapital is like in the hierarchy of Japanese brands. So this is already constructed in a way that nobody else would construct it. So you have a couple of different panels of different washes of denim, but you have the slit in the front to where the other side kind of goes through. So you can either put it through the underside or the top side, whichever fits your preference. But one of the major details that stands out the most is probably going to be the smiley faces. So you have a very heavily stitched smiley face in the back of the neck and on the two sides in the front. But this really is just a piece that I had to grab as an accessory because I feel like nobody else really has it or makes it like that, you know what I'm saying? So definitely a great pickup, well constructed. Let's move on into the next piece. Now next up we have the contrast collar polo shirt from the brand Nanushka. Now I have been having Nanushka on my radar for the longest time, and I finally found a piece that I was able to integrate into my closet for the spring season. So this particular polo I feel like is this bubblegum pink that almost falls perfectly into the spring category, and the materials are nice. So this shirt is made out of like a terry cloth cotton material, so it already feels like one of those things that you can just be comfortable in. Like it's very soft, very like stretchy and movable. So I feel like the overall materials and construction of it, on top of it being perfect color combination, is why it was right up my alley and very easy to pull the trigger on. Now one thing I wanted to say is that the sizing is almost like spot on. So I went a size down because it was suggested. So I went with a size medium. I usually wear larges in most things and I'm about 6 foot, but this cuts like exactly at my waist. So if you did want to just have it a little bit more baggier, you might be able to go with your true size, but I went a size down and it fits perfectly, like literally spot on measurements. Now moving on, you know it's not really a designer haul if your boy didn't go ahead and pull the trigger on a couple of different Rick Owens pieces. So we're gonna start off with probably my favorite piece from Rick Owens in this particular haul. Now, I'm not downgrading the rest of the stuff that's Rick Owens, but like these in particular, I just was so amazed with the cut. Now, these are the Rick Owens wide leg pants from the Augustine Spring Summer 2022 season. So these have a very wide cut, but it's cut in a way to where it's not completely wide all the way throughout. So obviously when it comes to like flared pants, they kind of stay normal and stay like a slim cut and then flare out at the bottom. These have a lot more of a gradual type of cut to them. So it has like your normal elastic waistband that Rick Owens has, which I feel like personally is why they're able to fit so nice, but they basically like snap to your waist and then gradually come out from there. So I feel like the fit is absolutely perfect, but I think I went with a size 50 in these. I think a 50. I think my true size, quote unquote, is like a 48, but I usually go up in pants, but these fit perfectly. But one thing I will say is that you might kind of scrape the floor a little bit with the bottoms of these. So there probably is a couple of different ways you can play it. You can probably like fold them up just a little bit to kind of cuff it from being on the ground, but that would be like my only minor detail that like you might want to consider with these pants. But I feel like if you go a size down, you should be okay if you are that worried about the bottom of the pants, but I'm not too worried about it. I think that they are fire. So other than your Rick Owens hardware and your flat pockets on the back, these are just overall some of the best pair of pants that I picked up, and this is like my third pair of pants from Rick Owens. So I really like the style of these. Now moving on into the next Rick Owens piece, I have this jacket from the Drkshdw collection. So those pants that I just shown was mainline and this is Drkshdw, but I actually got it on a crazy FARFETCH sale. So if you want to go pick this jacket up, I would like sprint to this link and make sure you grab it, because bro, it's literally like 60% off, if not more than that. So go ahead and grab this, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about the construction. Now, one thing that's really crazy about this jacket is the hood, but I wanna first talk about the other kind of like cuts and materials on the jacket. So the top half of the jacket consists of this glossy crinkled material. So it kind of like lines the jacket from the sleeves to the shoulders to the hood, all with that material. And then you have this very thick cotton material for the base of the jacket. Now there's a couple of different details on this jacket. It looks really simple until you really look at it and feel it and kind of open the jacket up. But you have your typical zipper pockets on the sides. I believe this one actually isn't a zipper pocket. So you have one slip pocket, one zipper pocket, but then when you open the jacket up, you have pockets in the inside as well. So you have that. You have, of course, your Rick Owens Drkshdw logoing on the inside as well. But then moving on into the hood of the jacket, you got this very like pointy kind of like witch type of like triangle with this hood. So very abstract, very crazy. It actually has an asymmetrical zip up to the hoodie along the neck, so you can kind of zip it halfway or you can zip it fully to get that kind of like curve off to the side type of vibe. But very crazy jacket nonetheless. It is gonna be a staple for those colder spring days. Now you can keep this jacket for like the fall winter season, but I feel like I had to go ahead and pull the trigger before it's unavailable. Now transitioning into a jewelry pickup that I got from FARFETCH, and it is these Vivienne Westwood Ismene drop earrings. Now I know I kind of just showed a pair of Vivienne Westwood earrings in the accessories haul, but I did pick up another pair and had to wait for this video to show them to y'all. But these earrings are the exact opposite of like your typical Vivienne Westwood earring. Now I wouldn't say the exact opposite in every aspect of them, but you have your orb style, but the way that they go into your ear is a lot different. So it's almost like a hook and latch type of deal. So the whole earring is kind of like a drop earring, which looking at the picture, I didn't think that that was the case. I do still like the earrings, but I thought that it would be like your normal orb earring and then has the glass drop at the bottom. So moving on, you do have your big glass kind of like diamond or like pear shaped cut stone hanging off of it, which is pretty insane and elegant. So I always pair this with like my other Vivienne Westwood necklace or like pearls or something like that. But these are a crazy pair of earrings, and I honestly just like the whole like bedazzle and like old lady type of style of it. But that is pretty much it for those earrings. So that is everything that I picked up from FARFETCH in that order. So if you guys again would like to shop any of that stuff, everything will be linked down below, and once again you can use my discount code. Now we're gonna move into some more jewelry that I picked up, which actually I ain't gonna lie, I did get from FARFETCH, but it was like a minute ago in a whole separate order. But these right here are from Nyalea, if I'm pronouncing that right, but they pretty much make these freshwater pearl necklaces, and I had to go ahead and grab me one because I'm a huge fan of pearls. Now this right here is a real pearl necklace, so if you guys have seen other pearl necklaces, they're usually like beaded. So if you know anything about pearls, you can't get pearls to be all of the same size. So these all have a different shape to them, which I really admire because it feels a little bit more like I have like a stone on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't seem, it seems more natural, if that makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, huge fan of the beaded ones and stuff like that, but these right here are crazy. Now they have these gold detailings in between each pearl, and it has gold latching. So definitely a very heavy and pristine type of necklace, but I think that it is just gonna pair along with the rest of my jewelry in a very nice way. So went ahead and pulled the trigger. Now, since we're still along the lines of like accessories and stuff like that, I figured it would be a perfect time to show you guys two of the shoe pickups that I got in this clothing haul, and then we're gonna move back into the clothing. But these right here are a pair of Rick Owens Darkshdw Ramones. Now, when you open up the box, of course you're greeted by your normal dust bag and then the tissue paper, but when you pull them out, you got your Ramones. Now, these are constructed the same way as all of the Rick Owens Darkshdw Ramones, but these in particular are the new season joints and have your infamous Rick Owens pentagram on the side of it. But other than that, it really isn't that much talking I have to do about it. You guys that watch this channel really know what a Ramone is as far as the Darkshdw ones and the mainline ones. But if you don't, quick little rundown. They have the canvas upper instead of the leather upper that the mainline ones come with. But other than that, you have all of your normal Ramone detailings. You have the zipper on the inside to kind of get your foot in because it is a tighter laced shoe. But in the inside, you do also have your Rick Owens logoing or picture or whatever it's called. I'm not sure if it has a name, but you have that in the inside of the tongue, and then you just have your bulkier type of look. Now, I personally went with my true size in these. If you do find these and you find it for like a good price, but it's like bigger or smaller than your normal size, I would always go down a size if I had to. Now, I usually just go with my true to size, but in most Rick Owens things, they have this very bulky like toe cap, so you usually are okay with going down a size. Now, this next shoe pickup is a little bit random. I kind of didn't see it coming, but it is a collaboration in between Drake's OVO brand and Suicoke, and they pretty much made like a UGG style shoe. So if you guys know about like the most infamous UGG model, these are kind of like that, except for like a Suicoke version. I can only imagine that the construction is a lot better on these because, as we know, Suicoke uses Vibram soles, so I can only imagine how long this is going to last me. But you have your whole nubuck upper covered in an embossed OVO logoing, which I feel like is a great subtle touch to put an all over logo. Like, I feel like when people have it a different color or it's some type of print or something like that, they kind of overdo it, and I feel like this was very well done. Now, you do have another OVO logo on the kind of like pull tab of the upper, which I don't really know if it's considered a pull tab if it's not like in the inside, but you do have a a detail on the back, which is a zipper to get your foot in. Now, when you look inside of these, you have your full Sherpa lined inner. That is pretty much majority of the details. Of course, you have this little Suicoke pull tab on the back. You have kind of like a back guard that says Suicoke as well. But other than that, man, not too much to say about this shoe. But we're gonna move into some of the more like layer style pieces that I got, and the first one is this black marine sailor fishnet. Now, I have kind of been eyeing this piece in general for quite some time now, because marine sailor is kind of like one of the cooler brands on my list. So when they made this like fishnet style piece, I went ahead and grabbed it, and I think it was like on sale as well. So went ahead and snatched it up. It actually fits a lot smaller than you think, and I went with like, I forget how they sized these, but I went with a bigger size because it was the last one left, and it ended up fitting me just as good or probably better than whatever smaller size I was gonna go with. So definitely a good piece that I picked up, but I had it for so long I dang near forgot to show it to y'all, so I'm showing it to you now. But moving on, we got a long sleeve that you guys seen me shop for in a previous video, and I was like, I'm gonna wait and pull the trigger on FARFETCH, and I finally pulled the trigger. But I have this Raf Simons Tour turtleneck. Now, the reason it's called the Tour turtleneck is because on the back you kind of have like these tour date type of like text. Now, I haven't actually went through each one of these. It kind of just looks like different studios and galleries that maybe have shown Raf Simons in the past, but this is definitely like one of the best feeling turtlenecks in my closet. Like, it's made out of this very stretchy like cotton blend type of material and feels like immaculate. On top of the subtle details on the front and on the back, you have this turtleneck that when you fold it over, it has the little Raf Simons R. So it's almost like a nice little slight flex if you can't see the rest of the text on the turtleneck. But I feel like it's one of those layering pieces that I'm going to wear probably way too often this season. Now, moving on, we have one of the more low-key brands that's in this clothing haul, but it is by the brand called GROUTURE. Now, this right here is the padded vest in silver, and it's one of the craziest designs I've ever seen on a padded vest. Like, the way that you put this on, you have to like unstrap the front, unstrap the bottom, and then put it on and strap it on, and it's crazy, bruh. So right off the bat, I was drawn to the design of this puffer, and the color of it as well just goes with a lot of stuff that I already have in my closet. But very, very crazy, very well designed. You do have a couple of different pocket details, like on the bottom left, it has this big zipper pocket, and then on the snap on the top, you also have a Velcro pocket to go along with the rest of the vest. So, but overall, I was blown away by the design and the way that it was made, and the construction is very on point. So you should shop GROUTURE. They have other things, and they have different color vests. I think they might be sold out right now, but keep an eye on them. I got this on a restock, so keep an eye on GROUTURE. Now, moving on, I kind of promised you guys that I would show this cardigan in detail, but this is the no maintenance cardigan in the electric blue colorway. Kind of told you guys the reasoning why I grabbed it, and you see me grab it in real time, but the overall sweater has gone with far more outfits than I thought it would, being this blue color. Now, I did have two options. They had this orange one that had more of like a standout type of pattern on it, if you would say, but I feel like this one did go with more things, and it does go with a lot more things than I thought. Now, moving on, we have a small section from PETA. Now, I was very surprised to get something from PETA, but I believe this might be a collaboration they had with H&M. Yeah, it is. So they collaborated with them to make a small capsule of animal-free items. So none of this stuff is used with any type of animal products, and this right here has to be my favorite out of them all. So it is pretty much this half zip Sherpa jacket, but like with a very, very oversized feel. And I don't think that I went with any type of like crazy sizes or anything. So I told them I wanted a large, but all of this stuff fits super oversized, and I honestly love it, bro. Like, I can't get enough of it. They have this. They also have a hat that's also Sherpa. I gotta show y'all. They have this, like, I don't even know what these type of hats are called. Is it like a camper 5-panel? Like, I don't even know what you would call this, but it has like this tiger print, neon green, cream, and black. Like, bro, it's just a lot going on, but like, I love it for whatever reason. Now, within that same collection, they sent me this jacket as well. I'm not quite sure what type of print this is supposed to be called on this jacket. It almost looks like it says something, and I don't know if I'm just not able to depict out what it says, but definitely a crazy jacket. They have shorts to go along. I don't know if the shorts go along with this, but I think the shorts go along with this. But very nice jacket. You have a bunch of different zipper details. You have big like pocket slits to put all of your items, but once again, a very oversized piece as well. And these are the shorts that I was talking about along with a shirt. But to get into the shorts, they're pretty much just like a nylon pair of shorts, which I actually only have about one pair of puff print shorts. So these are really cool to have. I might put them with a summer outfit. I might not. I don't know. But the color of them and the design and everything, pretty nice, bro, I must admit. And I think that this shirt right here is probably my second favorite from the little capsule collection, but it pretty much has like 4 animals. I don't remember what it says on the sleeve. It says speak, what does it say? Speak up, 4 animals. I don't know if the other side said, yeah. So both sides say speak up, and then it says 4 animals across the front. So very fire, like it's really like edgy, but still like animal friendly at the same time, which is pretty wild, but definitely a nice oversized black shirt. Then the last piece that I have for the haul is this Renowned jacket that I didn't end up really showing in detail, but I did show it in previous videos. But nonetheless, very nice lightweight varsity jacket. It's a lot thinner than most varsity jackets, so you are able to layer it like a button-up shirt underneath. You guys will be able to see how I styled it on my Instagram, so if you don't follow that yet, I will definitely have a picture up there of this jacket. But I really think it's a dope jacket. Renowned LA is a brand that has pretty much shown love for quite some time, so definitely cool to show one of their pieces off in the haul. That is pretty much it for the video. I appreciate you guys for staying along to the end. I really enjoyed all of these pickups, so I hope that you do as well. I also wanted to show a full Rick Owens collection because I feel like it might be time. Like, I don't have a crazy Rick Owens collection, but I feel like in combination from what I've shown, we might have a good video in store to show y'all. So make sure you like this video if you want to see that. Comment down below as well. But I will see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.
If you ain't here, then you ain't supposed to be. You wasn't here when they ain't noticed me. Gotta get so high just to go to sleep.